Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to round 7 of Redline Racing League here at the British Grand Prix. And of course, as always, I am joined by Mr. VSR himself, VsrRosscoarm. Ross, welcome.
Good evening. Great to be back again as always. And firstly, happy Easter, everyone. Hopefully you had plenty of chocolate over the Easter long weekend. And yeah, going racing at yeah, it'd be interesting. I think it would be what's the word I'd be thinking for this race with the British Grand Prix, considering what occurred last time out in Austria was just complete and utter chaos.
Yeah. I mean, it must be me because every time I'm in the commentary box, it's always chaos. And it looks like it's going to
Mm.
be a dry quali. Look at that blue sky. Even though there's a bit of cloud up there, but look at
This
that
is
blue sky.
very unusual British weather.
That is correct. As we wait for everybody to uh, get out there and start set qualifying laps, I'm going to run you down the championship order with BRL Jared, who is leading the championship on 108 points, followed by New Zealand Ryan, who is in second on 68. So a 40-point difference, but knowing Ryan, he'll probably catch up somehow. And I just received
Hmm.
word that Ryan is on the wheel tonight. So
Ah,
that's gonna be one to look out for. B Dubstep
yeah.
is in third, who's on 55. Penske is in fourth on 54 points. Deathbro is in fifth on 44. Then there's a big gap between him and Edge, who's in sixth on 24. Then it's Derek Kidd, Matt, Benny, and Conrad. That is your top 10. Outside the 10, you got Laggy, Mitchie, Wadey, Brazuca, Withers, Penish, and Calbo. And the last three are Formula Fish, Owens, and DT, who have not scored a point yet. As we go on to the constructors, we have Renault on top on 124 points. Toro Rosso is in second on 122. So a nice little battle on here between Renault and Toro Rosso. 2 points separate them both. Mercedes is in third, who are a fair way back on 55 points. The Alphas are in fourth on 46. Red Bull are in fifth. Williams are sixth. Racing Point is in seventh. Haas in eighth. Ferrari is in ninth. And McLaren coming up the rear, but with every constructor scoring points. So, last time out at Austria was very interesting, wouldn't you say, Ross?
Well, yes, especially for the past, which if you have not, I highly urge you to go check it out on the Redline Racing League YouTube channel, or even on, I don't know if it's still on Fry's Mixer, but anyway. Yeah, for Laggy, he didn't even last 3 quarters, and he was pretty much out in the spot, and my word, it was one heck of a crash, I've got to say. Probably not so fun for Laggy and anybody else that was caught up in that, but it certainly threw up a few different things in it. It was a bit of chaos under the safety car. I know for certain back in the chat there was a few words said about what was going on under the safety cars. Derek Kidd's retired, saying that into the
Looks like,
pit lane, same as Max.
yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I think Derek Kidd might have retired in the pits. Same with Max. Not exactly sure. But we've got some drivers out there who are on the hards. We've got DT, Edge, and Conrad on the hards. Oh, and Brazuca, sorry. Laggy is on the mediums. Same with Panish and Penske. So they might be doing the mediums run first and then doing softs run. As Death Row is in the pit lane. So we're going to go on board with Mitchie, who'll be hopefully the first one to set a timed lap. So he comes around the final corner. Here comes Mitchie with a 127.7. Nice little banker there. Here comes Dubstep with a 27.8. Very nice there. And we got, where is Brazuca? Oh, bit of a tank slap. He's in third. I think that's DT is the next one across the line. He's in fourth. Fish is in fifth. Laggy is in the P3 on mediums. Conrad is in the sixth with a 31-1. DT with a 31-9. And we got... Oh, Willis has invalidated.
Edge has had a moment coming, I think, through Rackets and Beckett's. He had a little offo caught at the back end of that one.
Penske goes P6 on mediums. Who else?
Calbo, P4.
Panish. Oh, he's in the Venom with a 26-2. Already in the 26s. Here comes Edge, who's in 12th with a 52-9. I mean, that is just world class.
Absolutely. That's well, truly, definitely, as he goes for a spin, right on cue, and he's out of qualifying, right on cue. So I definitely say that's definitely well within the 107% that you're allowed to qualify in whatever the best time turns out to be.
Well, I mean, we're still waiting for Ryan, Hugo, Jared to set their laps, as Jared's been held up by a Toro Rosso of Penske, who's now letting through. Just on board with the championship leader here. Do you think Jared will go on to win this championship, or can New Zealand Ryan somehow catch up and make him go all the way with 7 rounds to go?
It's a tricky one. I mean, if you said that to me and Ryan was still racing on his normal racing device, which is the pad, then I'd probably say yes, as Jared just goes for a spin.
Jared!
As I say that, coming through between Stowe and Vale. Way off into the infield there. Just hopefully avoiding everybody.
Yeah, I think he might have got stuck behind Withers, who also validated his lap. We got a Williams, I think it's Panish, who I don't think he improved. I think he stays P9. We got Alan Hugo, who's in P2. Jared's gone for another spin.
Yes, I was just going to say that he's gone for another spin. Depends on whether these guys will want to start from the back every time, because somehow they usually find their way up to the front very, very easily. But I don't know. I haven't seen Ryan do too much on the wheel, especially in an F1 game. I've seen him do it in like other racing games, but not too much in the Formula One games. It'd be interesting to see what his pace is like. I mean, knowing Ryan, it'd be probably still damn quick, whatever device he races on. So we'll wait and see, I suppose.
Yeah. Just who else is on that lap? Withers has invalidated his lap again, so he's not doing very well at the moment. We got a Death Bro who's about to start a lap, I think. Yes, he is. Well, Jared has set a lap time of a 58.4, so nice work there, Jared. But we're on board with Death Bro.
Just see a Red Bull in the foreground there. Might get a little bit of slipstream, maybe not, because Matt's just pulled out of the road there.
Yeah, Matt doesn't want to help other people except for his teammate. So looking at the times, it's all softs in the top 10 except for Panish, who's on mediums, who will probably go on to softs. Do you think?
More than likely.
Yeah, I know it's a softs. I know it's a softs to mediums, but would you rather start on mediums, go long, and then use the fastest set of tires, or just go guns blazing in qualifying and just use the soft tires and start on them?
I mean, if you're somewhere in the top 10, if you want to start somewhere in the top 10, then absolutely yes. If you somehow select the medium tires, then it's doable. I mean, obviously you go a little bit longer compared to everybody else's. Death runs. Oh, that's just a bit of lag on my screen there. So we will see where he comes across the line here.
P3 with a
Well, here we go. So the
26.8.
third.
We got Matt, who is the head admin. So I gotta keep
that one
reminding
right.
myself that because I accidentally called him the co-owner of RRL, and that was my bad, as I did not know that. So I gotta keep reminding myself about that.
Well, I don't know who does the standings for the Saturday league, but what definitely caught my ear over the weekend watching Mitchie streaming on the Saturday night was apparently you're not Frizy on the standings. You're only Fry 92, just without the Z.
I mean, well, what can you say? I mean, my actual last name is Fry, which is Fry. It's not Fry Z. So we just got to clear that up because a lot of people think my last name is Fryzy. But no, it's Fry, as in the stir fry, as Matt has
Validated
his lap. But yes, my last name is actually Fry, as in the stir fry food. You know.
Yeah.
Not Fryzy. It's just a gamer tag that I made.
Hopefully they can fix your name in the standings for the next event, hopefully, if they're watching the stream back.
Well, apparently Matt doesn't watch it because he thinks he's too good for us, as the Zeven Valence goes even quicker with a 26-1. And we've got a McLaren of Formula Fish, he goes into P6. We got a Renault, that's Hugo at the start of the lap. We got DT, who's about to finish the lap, and there's someone around. DT goes into P8 with a 28-1. We got Brazuca he's invalidated his lap time, so he won't be setting a lap now.
We've got Dubstep. No, he's in the pits.
Yep. So, you know what? We're going to take a lap on board with BRL Jared around Silverstone. And here he goes. And Jared doesn't complete the lap time.
No.
I think he might have invalidated or something. But
potentially with how hot it was at Stowe there. Before he go on.
Yeah, I was just on board with Conrad. He's about to finish his lap. He's got no ERS at all.
Is he invalidated? He looks like on my mini-map, unless it's glitched.
Well, yeah, he did, because he would have improved to a 28.
We got
a Renault of Hugo, who stays P2 on a 26-2. And we got... Who do we have? We got Panish, who's about to start a lap. And
You
Edge
saw
is
him,
in the
he's on
chat
board
saying,
last time out in the Austria. Sorry, you so.
I was just going to say, well, Edge is in the chat saying love TC off. So Edge is trying to learn no traction.
Takes a while, Edge. Put it that way.
So we got 3.5 minutes, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play the prediction game for qualifying. Who's your man for pole position?
Okay. Well, I don't see, probably highly unlikely to see Ryan coming out unless it's really late on. Jared, hard to say whether he's going to set a lap time or not, but I'd probably say one of these top two of the because I think these guys at the top, at the current top at the moment, they're pretty decent around Britain. You probably wouldn't rule out Death Row either, but I'll say I'll go New Zealand Venom for pole position. What about you, Frizy?
Yeah, Venom and Hugo are good shouts. I think Jared and Ryan won't be coming out. I mean, in last week's posted of that laggy person, I mean, that was a shock and a half. Haven't seen laggy go to pole.
Big time.
I mean, who's my shout for pole?
Let you think about that. Here comes Mitchie across the line now and jumps to the 4th place for the 27-2. And he retires.
That's Mitchie done for this quali session. I don't know, to be honest.
It's a real toss of the coin, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think Venom and Hugo will be going out again. I think Def is coming up too early.
Probably wants fresh air, does Def.
Yeah, everybody is coming out now on my mini map, as I'm on board with Def as well. New Zealand Ryan is now out.
Okay.
So, this could be interesting. If New Zealand Ryan and Jared do set good laps, I think one of them, and Def Bro has, I think he just retired.
Well, he tried to, but he failed.
Yeah. Wow, Withers doing 5 laps on softs. He won't be able to make it around again. Who? Oh God, I don't know. Bazooka's in the 4th. I've got a minute to decide.
Quickly, Pricey, just toss a coin. Do something.
Well, I was going to say DT, but he's actually spun it.
Oh, dear.
It's not going to be him. Let's go Penske. Yeah, let's go Penske.
Oh, okay.
I think Penske might be my man for pole. Even though he's over 1.5 seconds behind Venom. You can never know.
You never know. Point out as well, Withers is still going on a 5-lap old soft top out of time, so he wanted to be starting outside the 10 as he goes for a spin right on cue through Maggots and Beckett's.
Well, luckily he's out of the way of Formula Fish. He's on the fly at the moment.
Yes.
Let us know in the chat, in the comments, on who's your man for pole position, as Venom's got the early advantage. As we go on board with Formula Fish, the Flying Fish.
It's going to be the first one.
To be the first one to set a lap time. As Withers is finally into the pits. And I think Razuka might be going in as well. And Fish, it does improve, but it stays P7. Just behind Dubstep. So we've got an Alfa Romeo of Calbo on mediums.
No. Yeah, Cowboy's invalidated.
Oh, has he? Okay then. It's Matt will be the next one to set a lap time then.
Yeah.
Then the other one will be Laggy. Then we've got the 2 Renaults.
Yeah, basically it's by 2 and 2 at the moment.
And
Matt hasn't set a decent lap time yet.
Here comes Matt. P5.
P5. And then his
Pushes
teammate.
DT to P11. Here comes Laggy.
There's
P5.
P5.
Jared stays
Jared
last.
validated.
And New Zealand Ryan will be
Hugo
starting
didn't move.
last.
Dubstep didn't move. Penske moved to 6th.
So he splits the 2 Red Bulls. And that's qualifying over. New Zealand Venom is on pole. Yeah,
Yep.
qualifies Hugo by a 10th. As New Zealand Ryan has finally retired from the session.
Wasn't by much. Hugo did improve, but wasn't enough in the end. But Venom didn't even, I don't think he'd come out for that last run. So he's very lucky. So he gets pole position.
Venom did come out, but he went straight into the pits. As New
Okay.
Zealand Venom is on pole with Hugo in 2nd. Deathbro is in 3rd. Brazuca 4th. Laggy in 5th. Penske in 6th. Matt in 7th. Mitchie in 9th. And Dubstep is in 9th with Fish in 10th. DT, the first of the free choice of tyre runners, is in 11th, followed by Panish, Calbo, Withers, Conrad, RBHR Edge, and BRLJ, with the last 2 setting very world-class lap times, with Derek Kidd, Max, and Ryan at the back.
26 and 32 seconds off the pace. So that's not the true pace, ladies and gentlemen. They're just coming from the back of the grid. Go past conditions here at Silverstone.
Could we see some rain? This could be interesting.
It is typical British weather.
As we have no idea what the weather is for the entire race, and I think that's the fun way to know. Because
Yes.
yeah,
You can just work out on the
because
fly.
we don't know. Yeah, exactly. So as everybody's getting set for their strategies, Ross, who is your race winner and surprise podium?
Okay. Now this one's going to be a difficult one. Look, I know for a fact there's going to be chaos in the first couple of corners. Let's be frank, I think. But this one's going to be always tricky as always. So just wait for Venom to pick his setup and strategy-wise as everybody sets off full of formation. Let's have a quick look at what the tyre strategies everybody is on. Just have a quick look. Edge and Panish are on mediums, Conrad on hards. Everybody else is on softs. So interesting. Okay, so victory. I'm going to stick with the pole man, New Zealand Venom, for the victory. Surprise podium. I know. I'll give New Zealand Ryan a bit of a go here because I know Britain's one of his. I think on the pad it's one of his best tracks, but on the wheel, yeah, we'll wait and see. But I'll go Ryan for a surprise podium. What about yourself, Rosie?
Well, I got Master Berserk in the chat saying Ryan for win and Penske for podium. So very good shouts there from the Master himself.
Yes.
For me, race winner. It's going to be interesting between the top 3. No disrespect to Brazuca, but unless something happens to the top 3, I think he might be parking a bus and be happy with P4. But for race winner, I'll go Mr. Allen himself, Alan Hugo. And surprise podium. Let's go with one of the Red Bulls. Laggy or Matt? Who's Laggy or Matt? I might say Laggy for surprise podium.
Yeah, I think he needs a bit of redemption after last week, considering he didn't last 3 corners.
Let's do another one. Who will be your surprise of the race? Like, it could be like a surprise finishing position where you don't think they'll end up.
Oh, God.
For
Now this
example,
is a tricky one.
like fish on the podium or Mitchie for race win, that type of thing.
We'll have to do that very quickly. I'd say edge, but I'm probably going to be a long shot there, as we all set to go.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for 5 red lights here at the British Grand Prix. For 5. And it's lights out and away we go. Brazuca gets off to a flying start. Same with New Zealand Venom. But Brazuca stays in P4 as we go into turn 1. And no carnage yet, as Matt is up in the P6. All the 2 Ferraris side by side with each other. Penske's back in the 6, but Venom has got away scot-free. Same with Alan Hugo. Death Row's in 3rd. Brazuca is still in P4, trying to hold on to that slipstream with Laggy right behind him. There's New Zealand Ryan's up in the P14 already. And Jared's in the P11, as well as Max is in P19. Who's 18 now as he overtakes Conrad. But there we go, look at the front. Oh, the top 3 is slowly getting away. Between Venom, Hugo, and Death Bro. New Zealand Ryan's in the P13 as already. And Edge and Conrad swapping positions down at the back. Derek Kidd and Calvo.
Oh, no!
There's contact.
Derek Kidd and Calvo, and
Derek
the
Kidd and
Williams have made
Calvo.
contact.
The 2 Williams. No. Already controversy as Laggy and Brazuca is falling down to P6 already. Will he goes down the inside of Penske?
Tries
Doesn't
it.
make any contact. But New Zealand Venom still holds the lead after lap 1 starts lap 2 with Hugo in 2nd, Death Bro in 3rd, Laggy in 4th, Penske's in 5th, Matt in 6th, Brazuca's down in 7th, so he's lost 3 positions already. Dubstep is in 8th. Mitch has gone very, very wide. Is in 13th, 14th now, so I don't know what happened there. Lost a lot of positions as Jared's already in the points. Ryan's making up 9 positions already in P11 as Derek Kidd's back in the pit lane for, I presume, a front wing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
that's good for the front wing.
Controversy already on the first lap, but no safety car unlike last week.
No, Ryan's already in the 10.
Yeah, I was just going to say the top 3 have pulled out a gap, but Death Bro's also falling a little bit behind. And Berserk's thinking a Venom and Hugo crash. Probably, I don't know if it's during the race as a whole or first lap, but they're still going off.
Yeah, keeping it clean so far. It was remarkably clean off the start line there. It was, DT's losing spots. Max Mate's made up into 12th place. So not sure what is going on there, but at the back end of what happened with Derek Kidd, I think he was going side by side through Maggots and Beckett, or it might have been trying to move. It looked like he made contact with Calbo and pretty much got spun around. I think like his left front got caught up with Calbo's right rear, and sort of the rest is history. And then, fortunately for poor old Panish, got lost out big time there as he comes Ryan up the inside of Jared. He's up the inside of Dubstep, I should say.
And here comes Hugo. This could be a pass for the race lead already with DRS. Oh, they nearly made contact, so Berserk's prediction nearly came through as Venom goes around the outside of New Zealand Venom. And it looks like Hugo's got it. Oh, still side by side here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wrong one. As Venom's tucked behind. Oh, they had to lift off. And Death Bro slowly coming back in towards the front two.
Yep.
It's Calvo and Withers swap positions for 15th and 16th.
Get DRS as well because of those two fighting. But now here, Alan Hugo might be under attack. Might just actually have enough on the hanger straight here. As these 3 have pulled a gap already. He's nearly 3 seconds back to Laggy as Jarrett's also made a move on Brazuca. So he's starting to fall back through the field here. But the quicker guys are slowly but surely making their way up as they look like Brazuca nearly cladding the back of the Renault as Ryan just lets him know that he's there. It won't be too long, I don't think, before Ryan gets this move done. Might actually be into turn one. Well, let's not quite.
The other fact, Sector 3, it's Edge. He's gone for a spin. His Panish is right behind him now.
Jared
But wow,
on the move, getting past the Red Bull of his name, Matt.
and no side-by-side action yet between the front two of Venom and Hugo. As Death Bro's clawing his way back. Needs to stay within that 1 second gap of Venom to have that DRS and stay ahead of Laggy, who is 3.5 seconds behind Death.
As Ryan now makes the move at Cops on the Red Bull stablemate of is that Matt? So up into 7th now for Ryan, started 20th. And I must say, this game likes to definitely put you on an angle if you're right at the back, especially I think it's like 18th, 19th, 20th. They always put you on an angle, not the usual like normal straights that you usually are in your grid slides. Penske, Jared going side by side here through Stowe as Jared goes around the outside and gets the move done. Ryan already getting by his teammate, so not much holding up there at Toro Rosso.
Bit of team orders there, I might say, multi-21, as
potentially
everyone might be familiar with, as Venom made a move on Hugo down the back straight for P1. Ooh.
Yeah, they've done a switch around there. We missed that one. We're busy on the battles behind, but I think Matt was trying to have a look at Penske. Might have a look down here into Brooklands. No, not quite close enough here. And Brazuca's not far behind either.
Look, Fish gets a 3-second time penalty. I think that's the first penalty of the race for anybody on this roster at the moment.
Yeah.
Yellow flag sector 2. Oh, it's a McLaren, a Formula Fish, who looks like he's been spun. Gets back racing again. And poor old Derek Kidd is 41 seconds behind his teammate. He'll be hoping for a safety car at some point, but everyone's keeping it clean, unlike what happened on Saturday. Bit of controversy there.
Yeah.
Ryan sets the fastest lap of the race with a 30.0. I mean, no surprise there. And I think this is his first race on the wheel, on the F1 anyway. Because I know he does a lot of iRacing as well.
Yep.
And we got the two championship contenders in 5th and 6th right behind each other. As we'll go back to the front and nothing's happening yet. Yeah, in fact, Sector 1. Don't know who that is for. No one stopped. But green flag racing again. Might be someone just went wide or something. I'm not exactly sure.
The potential. Matt is putting a lot of pressure here on Penske. Going down the old pit lane straight here. Might get the move done to the Cops as they make a little bit of contact. And Penske hangs on.
Man, there's a manic scrap there between Penske and Max. And there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 cars in there. As Laggy had a moment, he's lost 2 positions for Jared and New Zealand Ryan. They're up to 4th and 5th already. It's Dubstep and Max are swapping positions. As we're keeping an eye on this front battle. And New Zealand Ryan is coming towards BRL Jared here. Would he make the move into turn 1? I don't think so. No. Might wait for the first DRS straight. Hugo's lost a lot of time between himself and Venom. Yellow flag sector 1. Oh, it's Mitchie, and it's a VSC.
Mitchie. At DT as well.
Big crash. There's DT. Oh, DT coming back unsafely. Nearly collects
thank
edge.
God for the ghosting system.
I think DT might have some. Yes, DT has some front wing damage there. As Hugo is starting to catch back up to New Zealand Venom again.
Yep. I have a feeling that might be a little bit awkward, maybe between Mitchie and DT. We'll wait and see. But Death Bro and Alan have got the yellow, not the DRS. What I'm trying to think of. It was yellow flags in sector 3. Don't know what that was for.
It was Derek Kidd.
Oh no, not again.
Dubstep and Max have a collision together after Maggots and Beckett.
Yep.
So lots of controversies happening already. I think Max might have some wing damage.
Yeah,
yes, he does. No front.
Right.
And Dubstep's got away with that. He's got no wing damage at all. As Max is now into the pit lane.
So that might be the pit window. So he might, it might be lucky, may not be. He might need a safety car possibly to save him a little bit there.
Well, the hards can go to the end from now. I don't know about mediums.
There you go. And Penske again.
Side by side, and there's a wild bazooka right behind Penske, looking to get involved down the middle, and doesn't make any contact. As Death Pro's 2.3 seconds behind Alan Hugo now. As Max and DT are both in the pit lane. And Derek Kidd's retired from the session. Could this be a safety car?
Let's have a look where he is. He's crashed coming down the hangar straight.
Doesn't look like it.
No, that's a rarity.
No.
Oh, virtual safety car.
VSC.
Right on cue.
Well, Hugo's in. Hugo's taking advantage. Same with Death Bro. Venom has stayed out.
This might not be a bad play here.
New Zealand Ryan is in. Laggy is in. Matt and Penske are in, so they're going to be some double stacks here. This could be very... Oh, Matt's got a 5-second penalty. This could be very interesting. That pit lane catches you as Dubstep's coming into the pit lane. Cowboy Oz stays out. Same with Withers and Conrad. Same with Edge. Does Penish come in? No, he stays out. Green flag racing. So... Let's have a look. So we got a lot of mediums. Everyone's onto the mediums. DT's on the hards. So it looks like everybody is going to be on the mediums to the end, unless safety car happens. So let's have a look. So he goes on the freshest set of tires.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got 18 seconds to catch up to Jared. And don't forget, this is like the slowest pit lane on the F1 calendar. It's painfully slow. Like, yeah, just have no idea.
It's one of the longest pit lanes, let's put it that way. It's nearly like 30 odd seconds, I think.
So if Venom were the pit now, he would probably come out into a lot of traffic. Same with Jared. He's also in. Oh, Withers! Oh, doesn't collect New Zealand Ryan, but he holds on just. So lucky there. That was a big, big moment there for New Zealand Ryan. Heart attack stuff. There's Laggy's made the move on Conrad for P7. Let's see. Where's Venom? He's coming out now.
Here comes Hugo. He's going to have him easy.
Yeah. With his 5-second penalty. Where does Death Bro come out?
Going to come out in second place, I think.
Yeah, he does. Venom is behind Calbo.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of backup.
So Calbo might play the team role here and just hold up Venom as much as he can, as Calbo has DRS.
No, he's going to let him
But
go.
Calbo's, yeah, he's letting New Zealand Venom go through. We just thought Calbo might play their team role and help out his teammate here. But I think Calbo might be coming in this lap anyway. And here comes New Zealand Ryan overtaking Calbo. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Garbo's the only one left on soft tyres.
So Calbo will have the freshest set of tyres. So he might be within a shout here for some decent points here, Mr. Calbo.
Yeah.
Even though he'll be back like outside the points when he makes his pit stop, which might be pretty soon. Could be this lap potentially. Yeah, Calbo is now in. Hugo sets the fastest lap of the race. So New Zealand Ryan, starting at the back, he's in the P4, so he's overtaken Jared. So the overcut works here.
Yeah, Jared lost out big time, and because he's behind Laggy again, so he's going to have to try and make his way back through there.
Just see Calvin just dropping spots. And now he's coming out of fresh set of mediums. He might just be behind Max, but ahead of Withers, which will be helpful to his cause. So Calvin's at 15th. Bazooka gets a 3-second time penalty. Venom is catching up to Death Bro, and same with New Zealand Ryan. So this could be a 4-way scrap here for the win here, ladies and gentlemen. If Death Bro can pick up his pace a little bit and catch up to Hugo.
Well, he's going to have to, because it's 5.4 seconds between Hugo and Death Bro. And obviously the guys behind Venom and Ryan will have DRS as well. So they'll just keep clawing their way back behind Death. I think Laggy and Jared going side by side. Jared's got that move done easily.
Yeah, Jared will have to pick up his pace as well if he wants to be a part of that fight as well. As Hugo's just pulling away. New Zealand Ryan sets the fastest lap of the race with a 29.4. Let's have a look. Where else his battles are? Looks like Bazooka might have Panish for chips here. 3-lap tyres against 11-lap tyres. And Panish has done very well considering he had that spin with his teammate. Back up at P11. But he'll have to make another stop again. So
Yeah, more than likely, yes.
You have to bank on another safety car. As we go back on board. Yeah, I think he did pit.
Panish. No, he hasn't pitted.
Oh, Panish hasn't pitted. Oh, I thought he has.
No. Him, Conrad, and Edge are the only ones that have not pitted yet. He might have got lucky with the front wing damage. Let me have a look here. No, he's got an end plate missing. Okay, so he's battling on with the wing damage.
Probably waiting for that soft run, which you're probably looking at around about lap 16 to come on, as Bazooka has taken Panish. Venom and Death Row swap positions. So we caught that move on. And New Zealand Ryan down the inside.
Oh! For a second, he's going to go for 2 for 1 there, but...
Switchback, or a bit of contact. But Ryan holds on into P4. Venom had 6.5 seconds to catch up. Conrad is now into the pit lane. Probably going to set of mediums to the end.
More than likely, yes.
Conrad always with the mastermind of the tyre game. Really, does things differently. But he'll be down in 15th, maybe 16th. Yes, he is. Just watching this battle. Oh, Deathbro goes really wide as Deathbro gets a 3-second time penalty. And Jared slowly catching up to this group of cars of Venom, Death, and New Zealand Ryan. Just keep an eye on all the other battles as well. But this is the main one for the 2 podium spots. I think Alan Hugo might have just checked out, unless a safety car will happen. But we've already had 2 virtuals. Oh, this is the run locks up a little bit. And Conroy gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt his chances for some points as Matt and Penske going side by side again.
Still going at it.
And
Trying to get a
Brazuca's
better
right
drive
behind
is
him.
Penske of the final corner as Fish gets another time penalty. Matt covers instantly into turn 1.
And New Zealand Ryan can't get past Deathbro because Deathbro has that DRS of New Zealand Venom.
Yep.
Let's see, Venom's got over 60% ERS. Deathbrow's got 35 and he's in overtake. And New Zealand Ryan's on 16 and
Penske.
none.
Up the inside, out Brooklands. Matt gets a time penalty.
Go back onto this battle here. Got the end of the battle between Penske and Matt there. Brazuca's also in there as well, as I'm looking down as well.
Oh, go side by side again. Oh, contact, and Matt goes round.
That's... Oh, I think there might be some words happening. As I caught the end of that, Matt couldn't keep it out of the wall. He's lost an end plate. And Matt's back down into P12. Oh, I think Brazuca and Penske are swapping positions.
Yep.
And Brazuca's back up. Penske's ahead of Brazuca again. Meanwhile, Edge is in P7. 14-lap old mediums. Probably waiting for lap 16 to come around to go into those softs.
Yep.
As Matt is back into the pit lane again. There's a little bit of a low at the moment. We're still in this battle here for P3 and 2 at the moment.
I think Brazuca's got P8 as well.
Yeah, he has. Has Pinky got some wheat? No, he doesn't. Oh, yellow flag sector 1, it's DT. DT's gone for a spin a little bit. Still no safety car.
Be
And
hating turn 1 after that.
As Deathbro's lost that DRS now. So he needs to catch up quick smart. A little bit of a lock up. Still not in that. Nah, he's lost DRS now. He's just outside the 1
Edge
second
is
barrier.
in the pit lane. So is Steph got the... No, he hasn't. So Ryan will be all over him. It just might have enough.
That's the straight line speed there. Yellow flag sector 2. Where is
That's
that? Oh,
DT.
it's probably DT again. DT 10-second penalty. The safety car comes out that could spice things up a little bit.
Yep.
His Edge is on softs now in P13. Probably looking at P14. Just ahead of Withers. And he needed that yellow flag sector 2. DT's now retired.
Yep.
Will this be out of safety car? Doesn't look like it. Otherwise it would have been out by now.
Here we go. Closing. Up the inside at Stowe.
Oh, bit of contact. The hand of anger goes up on New Zealand Ryan. Oh, bit of weaving.
Ooh, close. But Ryan might have him now.
Yep, I think Ryan's going to set off into the sunset now and catch up to New Zealand Venom. Edge and Conrad swapping positions as Edge gets a 3-second time penalty. He needs to get these moves quickly. Spanish is still in P11. I think he's coming in now for his stop. And he'll be on to the soft tyres with that wing change as well.
You guys just put Formula Fish down a lap. I don't know if the Fish is still racing or not. Hard to tell.
Yeah, Fish is still racing. He just come out of the pits on fresh mediums.
Okay.
And New Zealand Ryan's already put out a 1.1 second gap on Death Bro, so Death Bro needs to say some fuel as well. He's got the yellow fuel tank on. Let's see, where are the closest I think this. Oh, Jared's catching up to Death Bro as well.
Yeah, he's closing in.
So it hasn't been as chaotic, but there has been some moments. We've had two VSCs and a couple of retirements, big crashes.
Yeah.
As Mitchie has left the session. And this is the closest battle on track for P4. DT's left as well. Do let us know in the chat and comments of when this video does go live of who do you think your driver of the day is. Few candidates out there. Ryan last the podium at the moment. Jared starting at the back as well in the P5. Of a P4 pretty soon. If he can hold on to Death Bro, Willis gets a 3-second time penalty.
Quite close enough. He didn't have the greatest of runs coming through Maggots and Beckett, so that wouldn't have helped his run through there, because he's got the glitchy gear thing. He always like feels like he's stuck in gears. Penske gets a time penalty.
Where is Penske? He's in P8 at the moment. He's a fair bit away from Dubstep.
He's dropped away. 4 seconds behind Brazuca.
There's a battle brewing on for P9 as well between Dubstep and Max. And we all know what happened there last time these two were close with each other.
Yeah. Not quite well in that 1 second bracket for the DRS at this stage for Max.
He is now
over the back of Death. Be 2 battles we have to keep an eye on. Fish gets another time penalty. Hugo now gets a time penalty. And Conrad gets the time penalty.
It's all that turn 1.
Right, let's forward Jared here. Coming down the hanger straight. Just slowly. Oh, Death Bro is going to make him work hard for it. Around the outside.
Oh, contact!
Death Bro just hangs on. Might only lose that spot to Jared. He might lose time, obviously, to the lady behind. That could have ended horribly wrong.
That was all I had no idea what's going to happen with that after the race, as New Zealand Ryan's 1.9 seconds behind New Zealand Venom, who's still over 5 seconds behind Hugo. I think Hugo might get this, unless something catastrophic happens. And Calbo and Edge are on the back straight. Edge down the outside. Gets the move done on the better tyres. Moves up to the P11. And Max and Dubstep for P9 and 10.
Oh,
Max gets a 3-second time penalty. And Edge needs to make up 14 seconds to catch up to these two. I think he can do it. Yellow flag sector 2. I think that's
Venom. Venom's around.
Oh no, Venom. I think he might have hit the curb. Doesn't look like he's got any wing damage, but he's lost out to P2 and P3, so he's off the podium. As Dubstep and Max are swapping positions.
Just gotta keep an eye on. No, Venom hasn't got wing damage.
I was just got a bit of contact between Max and Dubstep again, but Max holds on. This is the closest battle on track between Max and Dubstep. Yellow flag sector 1. Oh, Formula Fish. Fish is retired. And it's a VSC again. Okay. Oh, bring out the big one. We've got 5 laps to go. Make it interesting, Codemasters.
No, they don't really want to.
I mean, we're 2 away from our world record of 5, so or 5 cars in one race.
Gets a time penalty under the virtual safety car. That was for cutting a corner. Galbo gets a time penalty as well.
Same with Panish.
Still call it cuts happening. We're under the virtual safety car.
As Edge is losing out big time to Max and Dubstep. I think they're going to... Oh, the contact between Dubstep and Max. Max has lost a bit of end plate. I think Max just got a bit too close to Dubstep there and he's lost front wing. Which is... It's not going to go well. And yeah, there's the lockups already.
That definitely won't help.
1 second outside DRS already. He's caught that back in just.
You're just going to fight on if you're Max. I don't think you'd pick this late. Not when you're in the top 10.
Yeah. 100% there. As we're on lap 22 of 26. With 5 laps to go. And it looks like Hugo has just really ran away after the pit stops.
Yeah.
As Max has gone really wide, and I think that might be it between that battle. So Max will have probably an interesting choice to make. Will it let Edge through if Edge catches up, or would Edge stay behind?
Depending. Oh, yeah, it depends on the time penalties as well. Probably won't matter too much.
So, do let us know. Who do you think? Yeah,
sorry. In reality, the gap's only like 4.3 seconds. If you count Alan Hugo's got a 3-second time penalty. So, Les Ryan gets that gap down to under 3 seconds. And Hugo's got this one in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah. And Ryan can do it as well. I mean, he is quick. But, as we said earlier, this is his first race on the wheel on F1, so...
We believe it is.
Who knows? Well, yeah, we believe it is, but... Who knows?
In league racing terms, he might have done it in like open lobbies or something. We don't know.
As Max is already 2 seconds behind a B Dubstep.
Yeah.
Edge is still over 13 seconds behind him, so looks like Edge might be selling for P11 here, because I know Max has a couple of time penalties as well.
Let's have a look. One penalty for Alan Hugo. Rides on 2 warnings, so he can't afford another penalty. Another warning, I should say. Jared's got 3 warnings, but the first one doesn't count because it was the first lap. Venom, 2 warnings. Death Bro, 1 penalty. Laggy, squeaky clean. Brazuka, we got 2 3-second penalties and 1 5-second for speeding in the pits. Pensy, 1 penalty, 2 warnings. Max has got 1 penalty. Let's have a look at Edge as well. He's got 1 penalty as well.
So I think the soft tire gamble between Edge and Panish hasn't really worked out. So yeah, I think the straight might have been. The straight might have been just to go start on hards and go on mediums. But even then, Conrod's...
Mate, what's Max doing here? Sorry to interrupt, but Max is sort of slowing down a little bit on my screen. Is he wanting out for his teammate?
Might be. I don't know. Oh, something... I don't know. Does he have a puncture?
No,
he
not
doesn't
this.
have a puncture.
Not this late in the race. No, he's shifting up early and he's rolling out of the throttle, so
Might be saving
looks
fuel.
like it's going to be. No, he hasn't got the fuel light on or anything, so might be right. Oh, he's run wide actually. So here comes Edge. Let me switch around here.
So I think Max might have done the teammate thing there. I don't know.
Well, the front wing damage that he had potentially.
That's very confusing. I know Max is a reserve and all, but
yeah, that's true.
And Edge is a full-time driver. I think he's just probably giving the point to Edge for the championship.
Yeah, potentially.
Who knows?
Obviously, puts Edge into the points.
Matt's got a 3-second time penalty, but he's off at Beckett's and Beckett's.
That'd be white.
And he's still got a wing, so it won't be enough. There's not enough laps for a safety car, which is unfortunate as Alan Hugo is going to start the final lap pretty soon. It's been, I would say, a dominant race since the pit stops. Would you agree there, Ross?
Yeah. Oh, that virtual safety car really helped out, and he literally, I think, timed it to perfection. And got that big gap out to, well, at the time it was New Zealand Venom, but obviously now New Zealand Ryan in position 2. That was just literally just perfect timing. But then the pit stop happens. Real shame for Venom because he was looking decent for a podium, but it was, well, hard to say what happened. Maybe just went for a spin coming through at Cops. It's easily doable, but I feel like he's missed out for a podium today.
Yeah, that's a big shame there for New Zealand Venom, but still 4th. A decent amount of points, but not the result he was expecting as he started on pole. As there's a battle on between Max and Calbo, but I think Max might let Calbo through.
We'll wait and see here. Something to keep an eye on the final lap with those other guys. But here comes Alan Hugo down into Stowe. Been perfection
Here he
today.
around the...
Right, gets a penalty as well.
So here comes Hugo, who wins the British Grand Prix, followed by New Zealand Ryan, maybe. Depends on what Jared has got. Jared's in the P2. He comes to New Zealand Venom, P4. So New Zealand Ryan goes down to P3 as Venom gets the fastest lap of the race as well as Matt has finished. Death Pro is in 5th. Laggy's overtaken Death for P5. Yep. So Laggy's in 5th. Death Pro is in 6th. Looks like Brazuca will finish in P7.
He's got a big enough gap.
Yep, there's a 5-second penalty. Venom's left the session. Here comes Penske around the final corner.
Hey,
P8, only
across the line and destroys the car. Dubstep in 9th.
Dubstep 9th. And Edge will finish in P10. And there's a battle on for P11 between Max and Calbo. Calbo down the inside.
Oh, God. Calbo should have sent it there. Anyway.
Here comes Edge. Yep, there's P10 for Edge. Max in 11th. Calbo is in 12th. Just. Conrad is in 13th. Withers and Panish will be the final 2 runners to finish the race off. And Panish moves up 1 place to P14.
Yep.
Well, that was an interesting race. Wasn't as chaotic as others has been, but still a very interesting race. So, still some controversies in that race as well, and I guess the main talking point is Venom crashing or spinning. And
first
so
time
Brando
I think
won
as well.
too.
We've had first time 1 2. Even though we are missing, I think Benny, who's usually in the Renault, but I think the first time this season we've had a team 1 2.
Yes, I do believe so. If someone can correct me. But here we go. Here's your race results with Hugo taking the race win, followed by BRL Jared and New Zealand Ryan. There's your podium. New Zealand Venom's in 4th. Laggy is in 5th. Death Pro is in 6th. Brazuca is in 7th. Penske in 8th. Dubstep in 9th. And Edge in 10th. Missing out on the points is Max Mate, Calbo, Conrad, Panish, and Withers. Matt in 16th with Foreman Fish, DT, Derek Kidd, and Mitchie, your DNFers. Well, I mean, 16 finishes is still not too bad, as Laggy's now left the session. So let us know who your driver of the day was. Speaking of which, Ross, who's your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Alan Hugo. I mean, starting on the front row of the grid, literally timed that virtual safety car, pitted at the right time and got the gap and just carried on from there, really. I've got to give it to him. Highly commendable as well to New Zealand Ryan. I think first race, a league race on a wheel, in coming from 20th to P3. But I think for this one, I'd give it to Alan Hugo. What about you, Frizzy?
Yeah, that's a fair result. Hugo just dominated that race after the VSC pitted where he pitted expertly, just a flawless drive really. Did the overcut on Venom and just had control of the race. Ryan did try his best, but just wasn't to be. And so I think Alan Hugo is your driver of the day. Congrats to him. So that wraps up here for tonight's race here at Silverstone, as I've been kicked from the session. That's just fantastic. Thanks, Ryan. Next week, we're back again. This time, we are at Germany. So it's going to be a fun race, hopefully. There's going to be maybe some big chaos in that final sector.
Yes, for sure.
Maybe and we got that big hairpin as well. So, and
turn one.
who knows? Oh yeah, turn one. So there's plenty of. Hopefully, there might be plenty of action there.
Yes.
But yeah, until next week, I'll leave the standings at the end of this video, as I always do. Until next week, it is goodbye, and we'll see you all then next week. Bye.
See ya.